Just, wow. We really worked him to death. Thank you so much for attending the memorial service for DJ Tommy Bones. He truly was the best of us at going, ha! Since coming out as pansexual in 2019, I really looked to Tommy as a role model in the LGBT community. Over the years, I've actually been closely observing him, doing my best to learn more about our culture. So, to honor Tommy, based on watching him through the years, this is everything I've learned about the daily life of a queer person. At 9:27 every morning, the gays are supposed to call their psychiatrist and ask about changing medications. If you're queer, you must pick which Goonie you will be dressing as each day. Tommy likes to lean into the Fratellis.
God damn it.
You're also supposed to drink 5 coffees before 3 p.m. The violent shakes are just part of the vibe. You know a gay person is practicing the ultimate self-care if they are doing their daily mantra, I just got a lot on my plate right now. Your road trip playlist must include trash music from all the ladies of the 80s, and your regular playlist should sound as close to a Yamaha keyboard being thrown at some pots and pans as possible.
Oh my God.
It is socially acceptable in the queer community to go live on Twitch at 2 a.m. to make remixes of yourself crying to 9 viewers. Yes, queen! It's also acceptable to never eat the production catered lunch because you brought a weird paper bag of salad from home. Slay! On Wednesdays, we leave the house looking like dehydrated G.I. Joe. And lastly, dating is interesting when you're gay. But it's awesome if you date someone who looks exactly like you, except if you got more sun. Thank you, Tommy, for teaching me everything I know. Slay the house, mama, boots, queen. I've just got a lot on my plate right now.
Oh my God. Dehydrated G.I. Joe. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna make this really quick because my vacation just started. If you don't know who I am Tommy's anxiety. God damn it. That guy really put me to work. You know, I didn't really expect it. You know, I've done work for brain surgeons and hostage negotiators and bomb disposal units. What does Tommy do? Social media for a YouTube channel? Boy, did he put me to work. It's really a relief now that he's dead. No longer will I have to make up people that hate him. Or make him say yes to things that he definitely doesn't want to do. Or force him to search for his name on YouTube comments. Or making him delete old tweets. Or looking at old pictures to see if his hairline is receding. And, you know, I gotta say, like, that one was really one of my favorites. That was some great work of mine, that headband that he would always wear to, you know, hide it all. Honestly, it was kind of a collab between me and BD. My good bud, Body Dysmorphia. There was also internalized homophobia. You know, we were a f***ing pair, man. You know, we were like Siegfried and Roy, but not in a gay way. That's what he would say. You know, I really love that guy. No homo. That's also what he would say. There was also self-worth. You know, he was around a lot in the early days. I haven't seen him around very much ever since he started working at Smosh. I don't know where that went. You know, it was a lot of work, and now I'm going on vacation. I booked a cruise. Gonna go there and remind everyone about the coronavirus. But really, I can't wait to get back to work, and there's a whole slew of people here that I think I could work really well with. So, if you're looking for new representation, I think we could collab really well.
Queerly beloved.
That's so stupid.
As we all know, Tommy was crushed to death by all the different hats he wore here at Smosh. It's especially sad because Tommy was so happy here. He was so outwardly loud about how much love and respect he had for his role at the company and the people who run it. Tommy was all about breaking boundaries. He never wanted to be a stereotype. That's why he never talked about his obsession with RuPaul's Drag Race, or Hyperpop, or Wendy Williams, or avoiding carbs, or being on antidepressants, or hating other gay people, or wearing jackets even when it made him sweat, or having a boyfriend that looked and dressed exactly like him. He wasn't a top, and he wasn't a bottom. He was annoying. And he had just started a SoundCloud too, breaking the record for the oldest living man on the platform. I mean, what can we say about his music? It was so perfect for those opportunities when you needed the cheapest sounding music possible. Tommy's music had more instruments than a middle school marching band that wasn't allowed to turn people away. Those childbearing hips of his gave birth to such incredible music. You know, I think Smosh was afraid to make Tommy full-time cast, because then Tommy would lose his one joke. But don't be sad. Ghost Tommy is in great company with Kiana, who ghost wrote 50% of this funeral. Well, in loving memory of Tommy, I guess I'll be gay now.
Yeah!
Wow.
Slay the boots down, house, mama, work. Charlie XCX, snatch my wig.
Oh my god!
Hi. As some of you may know, I was Tommy's boss on paper, but I'm pretty sure everybody was Tommy's boss. But legally, I am Tommy's boss. Y'all know that Tommy did so many jobs here, and I'm gonna do my best to take over them, not least of which tweeting for the company, and he actually left thousands of drafts in the Smosh Twitter, which is interesting because most of them are personal. I think he might have gotten confused or high. Here are his drafts. The song. Sorry. In a minute, I'm Anita, sentimental, man or woman, to eat my ass. That was a good one, and that was for us. Smoke weed every day, derogatory. Not me switching my prep and my Adderall. I will have sex with Chinese Elon Musk. Oh, this one was nice. This one was actually for Women's History Month. Do you ever just stare up at the moon and cry? # women's rights. Okay, this one definitely was a Smosh one. Just watch a Smoffice video, please. I swear to f***ing God. This is actually a quote retweet of an I miss the old Smosh comment. Tell me you're a pedophile without telling me you're a pedophile. Spencer is an ideal straight white man because he's gonna die any day now. Spencer has tried every dating app except Psychology Today. Noah changes his hair almost as much as we change our thumbnails.
Almost.
Am I still gay if the only woman I'm attracted to is Amanda?
Yeah.
People say Ian isn't relatable, but I disagree. Everyone knows an old pervert. Merch in the store. It's just Courtney's used harnesses. Saving that for our only smosh. You want to know who Rachel had sex with last night? Me neither, but it's the first thing she told me this morning. It was an old clown. Amanda gave me the tightest hug, and now I have daddy issues again. Yeah! I love you, Tommy. And I really am gonna quit, okay? I'm really gonna go. So bye everyone forever.
Happy Thirsty Thursday. Happy Slapping Saturday.
Oh my God!
Happy Fat Friday. Hi. It's me, Roz. A.K.A. Jersey Queen. And I'm here to say goodbye to my biggest fan, Tommy Bowe. Anyways, if you guys don't know me, I make TikToks about living my best life in the greatest city of all the world, Jersey Shore. Not only was I Tommy's biggest TikTok fan, I also was his emergency contact. And I thought, uh-oh, he's had an emergency. He died. Anyways, since Tommy loved me so much, I thought that I'd share with everyone Roz Jersey Queen's rules to living her best life. And Tommy would agree. You're so gorgeous, sweetheart. I love you so much. Number 1, my rules to living my best life. Always start your day off with an honorary drink. Mine is Tito Tuesday and pink lemonade with a splash of blue curacao. Tommy gets it. We make cocktails. I mean, I've never met you, but we're gonna make cocktails one day, but you're dead. Next, go to the beach every day this summer, and your goal is to get chocolate brown. Water is a myth. You gotta drink iced coffee to survive. Anyways, here's the big one. You have to love everyone, which I do. I love all my followers. I love you guys so much. But all you stupid f***ing idiots need to hear me out right now. I don't have room in my life for drama. I don't have room in my life for fake bitches. I don't have room in my life for a public pool that allows children. I also don't have room in my life for pale people. And I'm a little upset. I thought you'd be Tana for your funeral. God gave us a son. Why aren't you dark? Sweet Tommy baby, come to Jersey Shore, where the summer is hot and the winters are f***ing freezing. That's my song, #Euphoria. Tommy, don't worry. I'm gonna take you away from this place. I'm gonna take your dead ass body with your gorgeous hips, and I'm gonna burn you and I'll cremate you. And I'm gonna put you in my tanning spray, and I'm gonna spray you all over my body. And we're gonna get super dark and chocolate brown for the summer. Oh, God. Everyone have a good day. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Bye.
That is the deepest cut. That blew me away.
Hello, everybody. I'm sure you've heard of me, but I am the little boy that Tommy hit with his car while I was riding my bike in Florida that he said was okay. So this is a real story. I'm a real person that exists. After the event, Tommy told everyone that I stood right back up and that I was okay. But what he doesn't know is that I endured long-lasting symptoms of that horrific accident. That night, after the accident, I was at dinner with my mother, eating my buttered noodles and apple juice, as I always do. And suddenly I passed out and I had to be rushed to the hospital. I then entered a coma that would last 11 years.
Oh my God.
See, while you were living your lavish life as a Hollywood D-lister, I was in the same bed in the same hospital. In 2011, you graduated high school. In 2011, I graduated from being fed only liquids to being fed thicker liquids. In 2014, you turned 21. In 2014, I had a wild night myself. You see, the nurse tripped over the plug and I was legally dead for 3 minutes. 2017, that was the year that you were hired at Smosh. 2017, I had a quick moment of lucidity when I shouted my mother's name. But unfortunately, the hospital room was empty, and I then entered back into my coma. Nobody heard.
Oh my God.
In 2019, you listened to amazing new artists that would inspire your career as a burgeoning songwriter. In 2019, I listened to my parents discuss cutting the life support.
Oh my God.
That recording is also on Spotify. In 2022, Tommy, you went on Smosh Pit and told an audience of 25 million people that you hit me with your car. In 2022, my family was $25 million in medical debt. August 2022, Tommy Bowe dies. Your memory will not be lost. See, in your honor, I've decided I'm gonna start a traffic school. This school has one main purpose: to take cars away from the people who hit kids and give them back to the kids they hit. This charity will be called Cars for Kids.
Oh my God.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS, Cars for Kids. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the higher insurance rate, asshole.
And it still hasn't gone down.
To be honest, I don't know why we're just having this funeral now. Tommy Bowe has been spiritually dead for years.
Oh my God!
I'm Alex Bair, amateur Muppet. And I'm Tommy Bowe's best friend. You were the best friend a guy could ask for if he couldn't talk and could only scream. I must admit, I'm surprised to see all of you here. I thought, like Tommy's love life, no one would come. I feel like somehow I know you all through him, but being Tommy's best friend outside of work, I know Tommy in ways that some of you didn't. He was going to turn 30 in September, which in gay years is worse than dead. Cut your losses. You know what they say, every time a gay man dies, Ryan Murphy gets an Emmy. Much like his September 11th birthday, Tommy Bowe is someone we will never forget. Imagine his bravery on his 9th birthday being told, "This is the worst day in American history." And he said, "No, I can do worse." He may not have finished his magnum opus, but he still managed to be the most queer-friendly, homophobic gay person I ever met. I'm sure we all remember Tommy's iconic fashion style. Some described it as crouching tiger, hidden forehead. Others as mistake chic, or thrift store roulette, or Dad, I'm gay. But to me, his style will always be liberal arts Ted Bundy. And it wasn't always good times. Tommy wasn't always this stable and grounded. For example, he used to be alive. And when he was alive, Tommy wasn't without challenges. Like many of us, he struggled with his mental health, like his ADHD disorder, attention-deprived homosexual disaster disorder. After just a year of therapy, Tommy's therapist finally canceled their sessions for her own mental health. Without that outlet, Tommy weaved his most personal feelings into other artistic avenues, like his music, which explains why it sounded so, what are the words? Dragged around in a sleeping bag as a child. As creative as Tommy was, he was still a person of habit, and after the most challenging days, loved nothing more than to sit down with a strong, hard cock. Tail. Plus lots of anal. Finally, while Tommy did leave a will, I spoke to his mom earlier, and she asked me to help distribute his belongings between his friends, and only requested back her childbearing hips. As is customary in funerals, please speak now if anyone has objections to Tommy's death.
I object.
Shut
the f*** up. God.
Goodbye, my friend. Tell Satan I said, yo, what's up?
Oh, you're dead. I think I'm still coming to terms with it. But it's okay. Your little prairie dog is here. He had prairie dogs. He's from Florida. Look, I have some things to get off my chest. Amanda.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but, you know, Tommy, he thinks you're really very funny. Which is weird, because I do too.
Thanks.
Courtney, everyone seems to like the way you dress, you know, your style. But me, I mean, I love it. You're beautiful, and it's like a natural beauty. I feel like the angels are taking advice. I said it. Why am I the only brave one in this room? Spencer, you know, you're not as tall as other people. You know, neither am I. There's always someone taller than us and shorter than us. It's not our fault. We didn't pick our bodies, but we can wear them well, and you certainly do. You have such a presence. You have such a presence about you. Ian. Well, when I first met Ian, it was at Sarah Whittle's birthday brunch, and he went on and on about some trip to Iceland or something. Let's just say I hardly had a bite of my meal. Because, let's be honest, it was one of the most riveting travel stories I've honestly ever heard. I was even shown a beautiful photo album, gorgeous photos. I didn't feel any time was lost. So thank you, Ian. Let's see, Tommy's hair is so nice.
How nice is it?
It's really nice, you guys. You know, Tommy does have great fashion sense.
How great is his fashion sense?
Guys, I'm talking. But the one part of his wardrobe that really I just could not stand was that big heart that he wears on his sleeve. It was a constant. Maybe it clashed, I don't know. But he does have a little bit of a hairy chest, right? And so when we would go camping, people would be terrified, like, how f***ing good he looked in a flannel. Like, everyone, I'm like, let's go camping. I'm like, let's go to camp. How many Tommy Bows does it take to screw in a light bulb? You know, I don't know. He already lights up literally every room he enters. I feel like it only makes sense to return that which he left in my apartment.
Oh my God.
This is one of a dozen copies, at least. Bye, BB.
Oh, hey, Kevin.
Uh-oh.
No. We all knew this would happen. I am truly honored to have been roasted by this esteemed group of queer-passing individuals. It is every person's dream to die surrounded by the friends with the least amount of testosterone. I feel like my entire career at Smosh has led to this moment. My death. You know, dying feels a lot like watching the Smosh movie. At first, you're sad it's happening, and when it's finally over, you're no longer in pain. As you all know, a funeral would not be complete without a will reading. So let's get on to it. Amanda will receive my weird haircut so she can play a sexually repressed middle-aged woman, a role she's never played before.
Oh my God!
Ian will receive my EpiPen since Ian looks like me after an allergic reaction. Rachel will be tasked to close my chicken coop so she can finally shut it and get some cock. Courtney will receive my gay rewards punch card. Just mention being gay 8 times a month to get a free upgrade to diverse (white). Noah will receive my clay sculpture of Noah. Maybe that way he can finally make something of himself. And Spencer will receive my anatomical map so he knows where to put that oh so curious finger. Before I go back to eternal brunch with Jonathan Van Ness, my personal hell. Let me express that I want to be buried next to the rest of the cast, but not like right next to them, but like just off to the side, but really close. And my final wishes are that we get Shane in this video so people will actually watch it. This was crazy. And I was gonna cry earlier, and now I'm so overwhelmed that I'm just a big box of like f***ery. So I can't believe this. I'm so overwhelmed, and I love all of you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God. Wait, who's that guy?
Hey guys, this has been the season 1 finale of the Blank is Dead series. We'll see you in the fall for season 2.
What? Wow.
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. There are 2 videos below.